Loyalty reigns again in the National Hockey League. Score! The Kings are the 2014 Stanley Cup champions.
This is going to be fun for all of Southern California. You know that Kings, they had that royal comeback against the Sharks, setting up a Freeway face-off.
It has been 20 years in the making, and now the LA Kings and Anaheim Ducks facing off.
Battle of Southern California. It's the postseason. This is what we wanted to see for the longest time, and now we're getting it.
Second round of the playoffs for the Kings was something Kings fans have been waiting for ever since the Anaheim Ducks came into the NHL in 1993.
And everyone in Southern California had their wish granted. Now you finally have that series, the Kings against the Ducks.
You know, they're led by their two big guys in Getzlaf and Perry.
And they're a deep team. Their defense is solid. They're at the President's Trophy heap for a good reason.
There's no rivalry until you play in the playoffs, and it's not really a rivalry until we go through the battle against them, and we did.
Gave it to Gabrick, moves in front, centers, Martinez scores!
That blew my mind away when, we went down there for the first two games, and literally half the Honda Center was Kings fans, and during the game at some point they were a lot louder than Duck fans, so it was kind of surreal.
If you're an Anaheim Duck player, it's probably a bit annoying to be in your home building and have the opposing team chant.
And once you score a goal on a road, you usually like to have it quiet. It certainly wasn't that.
Gabrick, first game. 7 seconds left with a tie, maybe a little bit less.
8 seconds left, Hiller on the doorstep, they score! The opportunity out in front!
And then, in overtime,
now in front, Kopitar, centers, score! Deflected in front! Marian Gabrick has won the game in overtime!
So Gabrick, who was obtained at the trade deadline, gets two very important goals for the Kings, and the Kings lead the series 1-0.
Andre Kopitar, Marian Gabrick walks in, he scored!
In game two, it wasn't like we outplayed them by a wide margin. We came home with a 2-0 lead, but I don't think any of us were kidding ourselves that we were the better team in both those games.
They win the first two in Anaheim.
It can't get any better than this. You've won 2 on the road. All you need is 2 more wins. You don't have to win again in Anaheim to win the series.
From Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, the Kings look to go up 3-0 against Anaheim. To the right side, Getzlaf, a shot, blocked in front, shot, score! On the loose puck by Perry. One passes at the goal line, now it's centered, score!
Terrific atmosphere at Staples Center. Now Bonino walks in for a chance, out in front, they score!
3 games into the inaugural playoff rivalry, the home team is 0-3.
When they lost that first game at home, that was the end of a 6-game playoff winning streak for the Kings. Then they lose the second game when a rookie goaltender, John Gibson, comes in, shuts out the Kings 2-0.
It was 20-year-old John Gibson who got the nod against the Kings in Game 4, stopping all 28 shots he faced.
It's tight 2-2, and we're going in the ring where we've had some success.
Game 5 of the first postseason Freeway face-off. Bonino, he scores!
Solani moves behind the net, he centers in front, score! Smith-Pelly scores!
Ducks win it 4-3 with a chance to close out the series at Staples on Wednesday.
And the Ducks are now up 3-2.
The Ducks are now 1 win away from the Western Conference Finals.
It's pretty simple for the Kings. They need to win too. They need to win at home, and they need to win here again to advance in these playoffs.
We blow 3 games in a row, and all I can say is we didn't doubt each other, ourselves at that point. I know Karts is going to show up. I know what Rick's going to do. I know what Kopi's going to do. I know what Johnny's going to bring to the table. You trust in each other.
And we just found ourselves with our backs against the wall, and there's really no other choice but to win those games and start playing Kings hockey.
And it's just the belief within the room, and it doesn't matter who you're playing against. You're playing at home, on the road. You got to get ready for one game and force Game 7.
Off a couple of sticks out in front, they score! Justin Williams out to center ice. Lewis with a shot.
And then in the third period, what I remember was Jonathan Quick coming up huge on 3 or 4 occasions to preserve the win.
The LA Kings have forced Game 7.
Now they have to go in Anaheim for Game 7 and see if they can pull off another road victory.
Now they've got you where they want you. In your place on the road, Game 7, and they kind of like it that way.
The first Freeway face-off is going to an ultimate Game 7.
The momentum has shifted back and forth between these two rivals.
The Ducks and the Kings meeting in the playoffs for the first time ever, so why not treat the Southland to a Game 7?
Our guys were so excited to play that game. They were so focused on what had to be done.
They're 5-0 in elimination games in just this postseason alone, but in order to advance, the Kings have to win one more.
Game 7, Kings and the Ducks, and we are underway.
Point off, caught off by Gibson, they score!
You want to get the first goal, and for us to come out and do that right away, I think it was Willie. Came out, scored right away. That's huge.
From the drop of the puck, they were the better team.
Carter in on goal, Deeks scores!
Cart's got a great goal, and Richards had another one.
Rebound, score! Mike Richards!
I think Quick had to make 1 or 2 big saves early.
Penalty shot, Corey Perry.
Forced wide!
That first period was about as picture perfect as you could imagine a Game 7 road period to be.
And it gets up to 4-0.
He scores!
It's not over, but it's over.
Gabrick, shot, score!
And the atmosphere in that building was much the same it was in San Jose. The fans are dumbfounded. They can't believe that the Kings came in and dominated that game the way they did.
Score! Tanner Pearson, 6-2 Kings.
You look around the building there in Anaheim, a lot of Kings fans there.
The Los Angeles Kings will advance to the Western Conference Final.
Just the excitement that they had, it was a magical moment. This was going to be history.
Winning on the road's special. It's not easy to do. It takes 23 guys to win on the road, and you know that night we had 23 guys.
The Kings have now beaten their 2 closest rivals, San Jose in a Game 7, in Anaheim in a Game 7, and now go on to the Western Conference Final for the 3rd year in a row.